At Rebecca Walker Designs, we make all of our own veils to ensure quality, to provide faster turnaround times, and to allow greater customization. And we use only genuine Swarovski pearls, crystals, and rhinestones in all of our creations. Swarovski has long been recognized as the world leader in the production of fine lead crystal. Their patented cutting process creates a crystal with the most amazing color, clarity, and fire. We're often asked, what's the difference between a crystal and a rhinestone? Nothing. They're both crystals. When a reflective mirror-like coating is added to the back of a crystal, we then refer to it as a rhinestone. What we typically refer to as a crystal is the same stone without the reflective backing. Also, a crystal bead will usually have a hole for stringing or sewing, whereas a rhinestone will be fastened by fusing, gluing, or prong setting. Not only do these rhinestones add brilliant light and color to the veil, they also give the veil weight, which makes it drape beautifully. The back side of the rhinestone has a reflective coating to increase their shine from the front, and they also have a heat-activated adhesive applied. Once positioned, a heat tool is used to activate the adhesive and fuse it to the veil. When the rhinestones are placed on one side of the veil only, the back side will show due to the sheerness of the fabric. It's easier and cheaper to make them this way, but it isn't very pretty, especially for bridal portraits or other close-up shots, as you can see here. Instead, we place another rhinestone opposite the first with the fabric in between and fuse them again to create a full rhinestone bead from the two halves. This is a very tedious procedure because if the heat tool touches the veil even for a split second, the veil instantly melts and is ruined. Placing the rhinestones back to back on both sides of the veil is referred to as double siding. Double siding ensures that your veil will be beautiful up close and from every possible angle. In addition, you can see here that not only are the rhinestones double-sided, but they're placed so that they extend beyond the veil edge just a bit. This gives the edge a texture that you just don't get when they're placed farther in and not extended over the edge. It takes a lot of time to position and fuse the rhinestones on top of one another. It can't be done this precisely by machine, as you'll find with many mass-produced rhinestone veils. We offer several different patterns for the rhinestone placement. With the scattered option, the veil is lightly dotted with rhinestones that are randomly spaced about 6 to 8 inches apart throughout. For size perspective, this is an example of a half-veil template used for the standard elbow-length veil, showing the approximate number of rhinestones that are used. And this is the template that we use for the 50-inch drop veil. With the scattered option, there are fewer rhinestones and therefore there's less weight on the veil. With this option, the rhinestones are spaced 1 inch apart. You can see that they extend beyond the edge and they are double-sided. For size perspective, here's the template that we use for the 1 inch edge, showing the approximate number of rhinestones that are used for an elbow-length veil. And this is the example for a 50-inch drop veil. Here's an example of the 1 inch rhinestone edge, shown on a standard veil. And on a drop veil. The rhinestones give the veil a nice weighted edge. This time, the rhinestones are spaced 1/2 inch apart. They still extend beyond the veil edge and they are double-sided. For size perspective, this is the template used for an elbow-length veil, showing the approximate number of rhinestones used. And this is the template for the 1/2-inch edge on a 50-inch drop veil. Here's an example of the 1/2-inch rhinestone edge shown on a standard veil. And on a drop veil. You can see that this veil has even more weight and shine than the scattered or the 1-inch edge. With a gradient option, the first 2 rows are spaced an inch apart, with the second and third rows progressively farther away and farther apart. For perspective, here's the template for an elbow-length veil. You can see that this is our most heavily embellished option. And this is the template for the 50-inch drop veil. Here's an example of the gradient edge on a fingertip length standard veil. And again, all of these rhinestones have been double-sided, not just those on the edge. The cluster option is a grouping of 4 rhinestones with a single rhinestone in between. They're placed about 6 inches apart around the veil, with a few additional ones scattered 3 and 6 inches above the edge. For perspective, this is the template that we use on a standard veil for the cluster edge. And here it is for the drop veil. And here's an example shown on a drop veil. Please note that we've used pearls in this example instead of rhinestones. As you can see, all of the pearls are double-sided. We stock the small 4mm and large 5mm rhinestones as regular items, as they've proven to be our most popular sizes. However, if you prefer a different size, just email us with the specifics for a quote. Here you can see a side-by-side comparison of the 4 and 5mm. The large rhinestones are on the left and the small are on the right. These are the large rhinestones, spaced 1 inch apart. And these are the small rhinestones, 1 inch apart. Here are the large rhinestones randomly scattered. And here are the small rhinestones randomly scattered. If you'd like to have color in your veil but can't find a good match for your gown, adding colored rhinestones is a great alternative. There are so many color choices available. We normally stock the clear rhinestones, but the colored options are readily available with little delay in shipping. In this video, we've shown you examples of the Swarovski rhinestone veils available from Rebecca Walker Designs. If you're interested in a custom pattern, email us with the details and we'll be happy to give you a cost estimate. Be sure to see our other videos, Swarovski crystal veils and Swarovski pearl veils.